What is up, mental patients? My name is Tormental, and I am here looking at 8 Overwatch skins that are funny and or awesome, or both. This time for the Christmas season, since Christmas is approaching in Overwatch land. I don't know really what you'd call the Overwatch world, but yeah, so let's just get rolling into this thing. First up, we've got a sort of a 2-for-1 here. This is a really good image I found that sort of covers the basics, I think, of what we might like to look for on Overwatch this season. We've got Mrs. Claus Mae. Pretty easy kind of, or maybe even just Santa Claus Mae. Why not? But pretty easy connection to make. You know, she's ice themed. North Pole, you know, Santa, Mrs. Claus, whatever you want to make her out to be. Pretty simple costume. I think it works well with her overall look of her pre-existing outfit. But what I really think probably that we're going to see is we're probably going to see Reindeer Tracer. Now, whether she'll have the red nose or not, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. She's, you know, she's basically Dasher. You know, she's speeding around. Just stick some antlers on her, you know, maybe change up the color of her outfit, you know, on Overwatch. I would think maybe they probably would go with more of like a brown or a tan outfit for her to make her more reindeer-like. But yeah, I think that's probably pretty much what we're gonna see. And I thought this artwork was good enough to put it in sort of as the first one that I covered in this video. So that's basically number 8. Up next, we got a cute little thing here I just thought was funny. Christmas sweater Diva. Nothing too special about this one in terms of like an overarching big complex theme. It's basically her mech in a kitten sweater or rabbit sweater. I guess it would be a rabbit sweater, you know, given the theme. But yeah, with some flocking on top. And I just thought it was funny how, you know, the Diva outfit is cute and everything. She's, you know, got her little ugly sweater on and her, you know, boots and whatever. But just the idea that she would get a matching sweater for her mech, kind of, you know, that kind of seemed funny to me. I mean, could you picture, if you actually picture this in battle, if you picture that mech coming towards you in a big dopey sweater, I think, you know, you could see why that would be kind of funny. I don't know how she would eject out of her mech, though. She probably would just get springed right back in, you know, from the elastic. But you know who really belongs in an ugly Christmas sweater? I think you know what I'm going to say here. Up next at number 6, the person who was truly born for an ugly Christmas sweater, Soldier 76. I mean, you know, he's sort of like the dad of the group. You know, that's how the fandom sort of sees him. You know, he's like the guy who's like, you know, you kids behave. And, you know, of course they gave him that line where he's like, get off my lawn. So, you know, sticking him, I could see them actually doing this again, like Reindeer Tracer or Mrs. Claus Mae. I actually could see them legitimately putting Soldier 76 in a bad Christmas sweater. Because that's such a typical thing, you know, like, let's get Grandpa this ugly sweater, or let's get Dad this embarrassing sweater, and make him wear it all Christmas no matter how much he complains. Number 5, we have something that has been long requested, and I think the Christmas season would be the perfect time to do it. We got May yet again, but this time as a penguin. Penguin May. I think, you know, basically since the game first started, I've heard people say that they wanted a penguin outfit for May. I don't know why. I guess they just think that she'd be really adorable. And looking at this, I could see, yeah, that is kind of adorable. Especially the hood. It's kind of like, it's almost like a hooded onesie they've got her in here. I don't know. But yeah, Penguin May, and especially if you somehow change up her voice lines a little bit, you know, like when she's unleashing something in the game, she could just go wah, like, you know, like a fucking penguin. Okay, you're not into that one as much as I am. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Not everybody can be sexually attracted to penguins like me. Number 4. Now here we get into ones that I think, you know, legitimately are awesome as opposed to just, you know, being really funny. This one is Mercy, sort of as like, I would say like a Christmas angel. Like, you know, her outfit, some could say, oh, well, she's just dressed like Mrs. Santa Claus, or she's just dressed like an elf or whatever. But I would say, given her angel theme, I would more see this as like a Christmas angel outfit. Like, you know, the little ornament sitting on top of the treetop or angel. That's sort of what I take away from this one. I think the design of this one was done really well. You know, it looks like she's got on pieces of her original outfit, you know, the wings, the halo, the neck piece, and, you know, sort of, I don't know, accenting that or whatever the term would be with more festive holiday apparel. And yeah, I could see her sort of getting an outfit like this in the game. She was Witch Mercy, for the Halloween event, so she's probably not going to get a legendary skin, but, maybe they could throw a bone and just give her, like, a little bit of a more classic holiday angel outfit. I don't know, just a thought. Number 3 on our list is a little bit of a stretch. We've got Elsa Sombra. We're going right back into the funnier, sillier, stupid ones. Yeah, Elsa Sombra. I don't know why this works so well. I guess because of the braid. Sombra has that braid to the side on some of her legendary skin stuff. So, I mean, it seems to work really well for me. I don't know why. She doesn't have any ice-themed powers, so that doesn't fit. Totally different types of characters. Totally different skin tones, by the way. But yeah, for some reason, when I look at this image, first of all, when I first loaded this up, I had to chuckle a little bit to myself, because it's like, oh, that actually works kind of well. But, yeah, I don't know, when she's hacking people, she could say something like, the code never bothered me anyway. No, you don't? Okay, well, that's fine. Moving on. Number 2 on our list, if this doesn't make you chuckle at least somewhat, then your cold, dead heart is just several sizes too small. Grinch Winston, or Grinchston. Now, a lot of these are from the same artist, as you may have noticed, but when I was going through the Christmas things, the ones that I laughed at are the ones that I thought were clever, or, just so silly and ridiculous looking that they just had to be included, happened to be from some of the same artists. Now this... I mean, look at this fucking thing. Look at this shit. Oh God, why? Why does this exist? Why would somebody do this? It's so perfect. It's so fucking... I can't look at it anymore. If you don't find this funny, I'm sorry. But a big furry character being merged with a furry Christmas character, to make a big hairy, fuzzy, green Grinch that, imagine the Grinch leaping into battle like Winston, hurrah, coming and shocking the shit out of you and killing you. I mean, that's like a whole new level of ruining Christmas. Oh, man, but I gotta prepare myself. I gotta mentally prepare myself for number 1 on the list. You gotta mentally prepare yourself, too, because it's gonna be fucking weird. Number 1 on the list, and the funniest looking Christmas skin for Overwatch by the fans that I've seen is Gingerbread Zenyatta. Look at this little tiny face. Look at this little tiny little face. The eyebrows on the face are Zenyatta's eyes. Zenyatta's eyes are the eyebrows. He's just got a little tiny mouth and eyes painted on. Look at this fucking idiot. I don't know what he has for... I don't know what he has for the orbs. I guess, like, maybe dough balls or something, but he's got the little icing wristbands. He's got... I mean, the sweater and Santa pants I could do without. Maybe give him a full gingerbread-looking outfit. But, even with the sweater and the Santa pants, which I would have, not preferred, I still think this... Just look at that fucking face. Look at that face. Look at that fucking face! Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, that's 8 skins for Overwatch. I don't know. Comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. Just if none of these made you laugh, if number 1 especially didn't make you laugh, you're dead inside, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't save you. I can't wake you up inside.